Well, welcome Fishing with the Good Old Boys fan. I just wanted to tell some stories from behind the scenes that I've been asked for years to tell, and you tell them to other cameramen, they understand it, because they've been there, they know what it's about. But most people don't believe these stories, but they are true. And let me share one with you. I know a lot of people saw that show where we went to Cabo, San Lucas, and went fishing for sailfish with light line with Donny Johnson, John Shaw, and everybody's going, "Oh, you just have it made. That was so wonderful to go do that. It's a beautiful resort and sunset on the beach." Well, that particular trip, you can't tell from that show, was a scary disaster. First day we went out, it was a beautiful day. I mean, the resort was amazing. They put us up in, it was completely remodeled. They had 6 brand new bungalows on the beach that they put the crew up in. We went out on these nice fishing boats, and we're fishing, and the waves keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But we're catching sailfish like unbelievable. If you see the show, it's insane. They just kept jumping in the boat, but then all of a sudden, our motor conks out. And the waves are getting bigger and bigger. Little bit known to us, a hurricane had changed course and was coming right at us. And the waves are getting bigger and bigger, and the boat stopped running, so the pump stopped working, and the boat started filling up with water and filling up with more water. And it was scary. And by the time the water got up to about mid-calf, we're to the point where we're saying, "Guys, we've had a good run. Really love working with you. There's no way we can swim 5 miles back to shore. We're done for." I mean, it was a somber moment. But just then, we hear on the radio in Spanish, "They're coming to rescue us." So another boat gets up there. We're probably 15 minutes from sinking, and they show up, and somehow they start putting pumps in the boat and got the motor running, and we took off for shore. But that was only the beginning of it. So we get back to shore, and the hurricane's hitting, and things were getting bad. They wouldn't let us travel, so we held up in the resort for a while, and then it just really hit. And I mean, it hit really hard. I mean, it broke every single window in that hotel. I mean, there was no glass intact. And we finally ended up in this little room in the middle, kind of like the room where they keep the payroll and the safe. And there's everybody that's in that hotel. We're all crammed in that little room, and there's water up to our ankles in there. And I mean, it's bad. And we're hearing all these noises and crashes and booms. And we kind of looking around and we go, "Where's Dave?" One of our cameramen. We couldn't find him. So we got scared. And we kind of heard that we heard it kind of get quiet for a little bit, so we ran out of the main hotel. I mean, every window was broken, palm trees down. Place looks like a hurricane hit, obviously. And we went searching the rooms, and finally we found Dave. He was in one of the showers of the brand new bungalows that we stayed in. And the sand was up to midway on me in the room, and in the bathroom where he was hiding in the shower, there was sand that was at least 3 feet tall. We had to pull him out of the sand. And we ran back to that hotel area that we were at, hiding out, because it was dead still. So we figured out that the eye of the hurricane was right over the top of us. I mean, you could hear a pin drop. And then just before we got to the door to the resort, wham! It hit again. And we're like holding on to each other. It looked like something out of a movie. We're like, people's feet are trying to fly up in the air. We're pulling everybody inside the room. Got back inside that main room, and we hid out there for most of the night, and then it kind of calmed down, and they put us in some employee rooms up on the side of the hill off the beach, because everything at the beach was wrecked. So we spent the night there, and the next day we wanted to go home because there was nothing to do. And we found out that every single bridge had been washed out to where we were at in Cabo. So if you think that every fishing trip, and these were exotic or fancy, and we're sitting back on the beach, drinking colorful drinks and relaxing and having a good time, fishing with the Good Old Boys wasn't always that way. That was one of the most scary situations of my life, and I truly thought that me and the crew were were doomed that day. But we survived, we told the tale, and you can watch the show and you can never tell that any of this even happened. So thanks for watching. If you like this, let me know. There's a whole bunch more stuff I'd like to tell, but we'll see if anybody wants to hear it. So thanks for watching.